we talked about it when we said outrage is fake, outrage culture is fake. So I want to come back full circle to that conversation, to that point, which is everything that's going on with Jerry Jones. I have it called Jerry Jones photo gate. If you've been living under a rock, which hey, it could happen, bro. You know, I would be pissed off, and I want to get as far away from society as possible, bro. So if you're living under a rock, you're actually probably smarter than everybody else at this point.
At this point, yeah.
Honestly, honestly. But so Jerry Jones, there was an expose, and I'm not even gonna say an expose because the picture, which is the thing that everybody's talking about, was not actually the point of the story that was being written about Jerry Jones. The Washington Post is doing a series of articles on every single team, all 32 teams, and the point of the articles are about their practicing their hiring practices in regards to hiring black coaches. This is a 70% league full of black people. However, we only have what I want to say 3 or 4 head coaches that are of color. So the Washington Post said we're going to go ahead and ask every single owner what's going on. 31 of the 32 owners denied to talk on record. The only one who actually talked about this and took the stuff head on was actually Jerry Jones, ironically. While they were doing their research, they found a picture in regards to a uh, and it's crazy that this picture was actually taken. It's crazy that Jerry Jones was even in this picture, bro. Like, it's one of those you never know who's gonna be what down the road.
And it's him. It looks just
Oh,
like
it's him.
that's what he
That's
looked
Jerry.
like.
That's good old Jerry. The first part about the picture is that people are so focused on the picture that they're losing sight of what actually matters, which is the story at hand that the Washington Post wrote, the profile of Jerry Jones. When they asked him why you've never hired a black head coach in your 30 years of owning this team, everybody wants to talk about the picture. And the worst part about the picture is who fucking cares that he was at he got photographed. You needed a picture to know that Jerry Jones is possibly a racist. Jerry
That's the
Jones
part
grew
that
up.
kills me, Herbie. That kills me. Like that kills me, bro. It's just like people act like, bro, if you needed that picture to be able to come to that conclusion, which I know you didn't, you just want to be fake mad like people are about everything. People just fake mad. Again.
Fake mad, 100%.
Again. Y'all don't
Jerry
care that
Jones
much.
grew up in the 50s in Arkansas. In Arkansas. Again, and me, I take it very serious. Like, I don't call people racist unless I know you're a racist. To me, that picture doesn't prove or disprove that Jerry Jones is a racist. If you want to say it alludes to him being racist based off of where he's from, based off of the situation that he put himself in, fine. But that doesn't guarantee that he's racist. Nor should that be the smoking gun. The fact that he is a 70-year-old man who grew up in Arkansas should be what you should go with, which you already knew. You've known this
Right.
his entire career as the owner of the Cowboys. Nothing changed. How can
No.
that picture make you reevaluate somebody who you've already known your entire life as a football fan? It doesn't make any sense. You knew where he was from, or did you not? You knew his story, or did you not? If you didn't do your due diligence to know who Jerry Jones is or where he comes from, that's on you. But seeing that picture of a 15-year-old Jerry Jones looking over a crowd of angry white people yelling at some black people that just wants to go to school during desegregation, I know you're doing it because you want to get you want to grandstand. I know you're doing it because you want to feel good about yourself. I know you're doing it because you want cookie points. And nobody is a more hilarious version of that than LeBron James, bro. Like, and that's what takes me to my next point.
Isn't he a
LeBron,
Cowboys fan,
he
Herbie?
was a Cowboys fan, and this is the best part, right? He was a Cowboys fan, and he said it literally like 2 weeks ago or like a month ago, where he said he no longer supports the team because he didn't like how Jerry Jones handled the Kaepernick situation. And then he said that, and this is the kicker, bro. This is lack of self awareness on 1,000. He said, "I'm rooting for the Cowboys. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm rooting for the Cleveland Browns." The team that has Deshaun Watson as their freaking quarterback, bro. You can't make this up. You can't make this kind of stupidity up. Like this is what happens when you just say things with no merit, with no meaning. When you do things because you want a pat on your back. How can you say I no longer support the Dallas Cowboys and I'm going to be a fan of the Cleveland Browns, the team that deploys and hired a serial rapist allegedly? What? What? Huh? What are you talking about? But again, so I see a lot of people trying to say, "Oh yeah, look at LeBron speaking truth to power." In some regards, he is. I'm not going to take that away from him. However, I don't respect it coming from him because this is the same person where 2 years ago, during the pandemic, when they created the bubble, what's the guy that used to be for the Houston Rockets? Now he's with the Philadelphia Sixers, the GM, Daryl Morey.
Um,
Daryl Morey.
Daryl Morey.
When Daryl Morey said what he said about China, they asked LeBron. LeBron had nothing to say because LeBron has financial interest in China. LeBron makes a lot of money because of China. It's the same thing. It's oppression. It's mistreatment of people. It's subjugation. It's all of that and above. But you didn't care at that point. So for you to grandstand and then say, and mind you, this was the most look at me Louis thing I've ever seen in my life. He held a press conference. He waited till the press conference was done. He looked and he had everybody say, "No, I want you guys to stay here because I got something to say." Why did nobody ask me about Jerry Jones? Nigga, shut the fuck up. What? Shut up. Get out of here.
LeBron he's always been dramatic, bro. Over dramatic.
Over dramatic. I want you, anybody who hasn't seen the press conference, right? I want everybody to go look at it. He literally looked. He was like, I wonder why nobody asked me about it. What? This ain't about you. It's not about you. Not about you. And again, I understand what he was trying to do. He was trying to speak truth to power. He was trying to bring the point that you guys went crazy about Kyrie when it came to that. But y'all are crickets when it comes to Jerry Jones. One, Kyrie was a teammate of yours. You have a personal relationship with him. Two, you are talking to NBA reporters. This is an NFL issue. Now, granted, again, this is bigger than that, right? So this transcends all kinds of sports. I understand that. I acknowledge that. However, you're talking to NBA reporters. Three, you're the same person that threw Kyrie under the bus originally. And it's not till you saw the backlash that you were getting from the black community that you softened your stance and tried to have Kyrie's back retroactively. I don't respect anything that he's doing, bro. For real. I don't respect none of it.
Bro.
You are a goofball, bro. And again, there's going to be people that's coming for me. There's going to be people that's like, oh, why you got more smoke for Jerry Jones, for LeBron James or Jerry Jones? It's not that I have more smoke for LeBron James than Jerry Jones. It's I'm calling out somebody who's doing this shit for show. That doesn't help the situation.
Right.
At all.
It's true.
It's grandstanding. You're not doing it to make a point. You're doing it to feed and stroke your own ego. Get out of here. Like, we got bigger problems than that. And again, if you needed this picture to make you feel this passionate about Jerry Jones, then you just been living under a rock. You haven't been paying attention. He's from Arkansas. He grew up in the 50s. Obviously, he's from racism. So what are we talking about?
You know what, Herbie? And I think with everything that you're saying, I think it just highlights maybe a bigger issue in society nowadays. And I don't want to come off as an insensitive person. I'm just being honest to myself, you know, and there may be people who agree, maybe many more who disagree. But I can't fake like I care about that kind of stuff, Herbie. Like I just like, you know, I can't fake like I care about that kind of stuff. You want to know why? Like at the end of the day, like when you actually care about that kind of thing, you make a change. Okay, seeing Jerry Jones, okay, I'm not gonna watch NFL anymore because the owner's racist, right? or I'm not gonna watch the Cowboys games anymore. Like you have to make a like if it really offends you that much, you have to make a change. Most people aren't gonna
Absolutely.
change shit. They're gonna watch the Cowboys still. They're gonna watch the Cowboys play the Colts, no matter how mad they're acting on the internet. I'm sorry, I just don't like. To me, listen. I'm gonna watch the games regardless. So to me, it's a photo, and like you said, bro. Like I already have my own personal opinions on Jerry Jones that don't matter in this moment in time. All that really matters is that people it's like and like society is just in such a weird place to where, and you brought it up to what LeBron said when it came to Kyrie. Like I think there are people like black people. I don't want y'all to be mad at me, but I just got to be honest. Like we just have to do a better job of picking our battles, dog. Like people are mad at this Jerry Jones thing because they seen Kanye get smoked, which in in some rights he deserves. They seen Kyrie get smoked. Like, look, at the end of the day, bro, you just got to pick your bat. Like you're picking on a 70-year-old man. Like
Okay.
this is just not the battle to pick
I
to
trust
me.
me. And again, I want to go ahead and clarify my statements, right? Jerry Jones deserves to answer for this. Jerry Jones deserves to have pressure applied to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that to get lost in what I'm saying. He deserves the entire media to ask him that because sometimes for you to change as a person, you need to have overwhelming shame. If you don't feel ashamed of what you're doing, you're not going to change. So I'm not trying to make that argument. Like, the media should be coming for Jerry Jones, if only to ask, how have you grown from that point? Are you still that same person that decided to go look at it? And again, Jerry Jones said that he was just a curious 15-year-old that went to the what's it called it. And I can't say that he's wrong because if I was 15 and I saw a big crowd of shit, think about it, bro. When we was in high school, dog, the minute you heard World Star, your head turned and you gonna look what the fuck is going on, bro. That's just
Hell,
facts,
the moment you seen people run to a location, everybody would run to the same spot.
right?
Yeah,
So
that's what it
again,
was.
he has enough plausible deniability that he can get away with that argument if you are arguing intellectually and you're being fair in the sense of the intellectual aspect of the argument itself. If you came to the conclusion that you're going to be mad at Jerry Jones no matter what, then fine. There's nothing that Jerry Jones could say to change your mind. I'm not here to argue that. I'm not here to parse that. You can think whatever you think. My thing is this, though. You shouldn't be more mad today than you were yesterday before you saw the picture because it doesn't make sense.
Right.
That's the
Like this is
argument
who
that
yeah, yep. No,
like
I feel you.
there's no way that you could be more mad because you know where he came from. You know what the logistics or what's more logical or more what is more logical? A old rich white dude from the South is racist than a old rich white dude from the South that's not racist. So you already knew that to begin with. Nothing changed about Jerry Jones.
Right.
You knew where he was from. This picture didn't change anything. And I get it. Just like with Ray Rice, you knew what happened. We all got the details. We knew that he knocked his wife out in a hotel
In the
in an
elevator.
elevator. The video came out and everybody was like, "Oh my god." Nothing changed. You knew what it was. You just saw it. Cool. But that happened in real time. This happened 60 years ago. That's not to dissolve him because at the end of the day, he wasn't on the side of trying to help those black kids. That's what we need to be saying, and that's what we need to be crucifying him for. Everything else is irrelevant. And the worst part about what LeBron James did is he didn't read the story. In his desire to make it about himself, he took away the most important aspect of the story, which is the fact that Jerry Jones is not hiring black coaches. He didn't even read the story. He
It's like that. It's
steamrolled
like
the
that person who shares
conversation,
an
right?
article on Facebook, dog.
He steamrolled the conversation and missed the biggest point and the most progressive point that actually mattered the most. Because he's LeBron James and he had to make it about himself, bro. And we'll leave with that, bro. And we'll lighten the mood. Again, you know me, we like to joke around, but this one was very important. And it's not because I'm a Cowboys fan. It has nothing to do with it, bro. I just saw the conversation and I saw a lot of people rushing to do what they always want to do, which is suck LeBron James's dick for anything that he does. And it bothered me. And I want to make sure that I at least